The Aftermath, Part 2, a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. If you have not heard the previous part of this story, you can find a link to it in the description box below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fanfiction. Adrien missed Plague a lot more than he cared to admit. Master Fu collected the Miraculous after Hawkmoth was put away and, now that he lost both his Kwami and his partner Ladybug, he found himself a bit lonely these days. Lonely and heartbroken. He never got closure with Ladybug after all. Here he was, alone in the most romantic city in the world, without ever being able to tell her how he felt. Sure, they joked about it sometimes. She would do something amazing, and he would toss out an "I love you" in gratitude, leaving her unaware of just how much she meant to him as she laughed and winked back at her. But he wasn't about to let love get him down. He didn't need the money the government gave Cat Noir as a form of severance package. He made more than enough as Adrien Agreste. Instead, he bought a foreclosed office building, 4 stories high, and rebuilt it into a self-sustaining homeless shelter and orphanage. The bottom floor was 2 businesses, a boba tea store on one side and lesson rooms on the other. The tenants would work a shift in the tea store a few days a week and take music lessons, programming classes, or train to be a chef in the other, thus preparing them for employment elsewhere. His long-term goal was to replace the current hires with the homeless students once they were good enough to teach the classes themselves. With the revenue from the tea store and the class tuition, as the classes were open to paying patrons as well, the shelter was able to support itself, for the most part. The 2nd floor was men only, the 3rd floor was for families, and the top floor was for women only. Any child under 12 picked up from the streets was assigned to their gender counterparts on either the 2nd or the 4th floor. The system worked well, and Adrien was pleased with its success. He knew he couldn't help all of Paris's homeless, but it was a start. He didn't need a mask to be a hero. Besides, perhaps someday Ladybug would stop in for a drink and realized he was behind it all. He called it Cat and Bug, after all, and there was a tea named Bugaboo just for her. A strawberry drink with blueberry tapioca pearls. So, heartbroken and without closure, Adrien Agreste continued his life after his Cat Noir persona was stripped away from him. He went to the movies with friends, he got into fights with his coworkers, and he got coffee with the people he cared about. He was happy, even without the mask. Because wearing the mask taught him how to love more than just Ladybug. Cat Noir loved the city he lived in, each alley sprouting a memory of him defending something or helping someone. They say you fall in love with those you serve, after all. Adrien Agreste would be all right. He lived through the Black Cat's bad luck, and now had a lifetime of good fortune ahead of him. Thank you so much for listening. Part 3 is on its way. In the meantime, you can check out these other fanfictions. I'll catch you next time.